Sutherland, naturopath and FX Medicine Ambassador. We are here at the 2024 NHAA Herbal Medicine Summit, and I have the keynote speaker, Professor Marc Cohen, with us today. Hi, Marc.
Oh, hey, Emma. So great to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us. Tell us a little bit about oxymels, which is what your talk was on, and I've heard so much buzz about it.
Well, oxymels are ancient medicine. This is what Hippocrates prescribed. And in ancient Persia, there were 1,200 recipes for oxymels, and it's the base of their medicine. It's basically just vinegar and honey. And oxy means acid, mel means honey. So this is an ancient form of medicine, and we've designed a range of oxymels. These are brand new products, only to practitioners, with high-end Manuka honey and kombucha vinegar. And kombucha vinegar is more potent than apple cider vinegar because green tea has more polyphenols than apples. And when you ferment it, you actually make even more polyphenols. And we've done 2 research papers on our products. So the vinegar range is available in retail in bottles, but to practitioners in bulk. And now when we're adding the Manuka honey to it, that's a practitioner-only product. That's not shelf-stable. So people have to keep it in the fridge. But we have a range where we add leaves, roots, flowers, fruits, and fungi, and we select them based on their properties. And because I wrote the textbook on herbal medicine, I had a good insight into that. So we have one blend for your gut, and one for your brain, and one for your hormones, and one for detox, one for the immune system. And we also have now a base brew, which is just our base vinegar, and our base oxymel, which is just honey and vinegar. And practitioners can compound that. They can use their own tinctures and make up remedies for their patients that are delicious. And you've got the sourness of the vinegar, you've got the sweetness of the honey, and it really does, it plays joy on your tongue. So it makes a lot of other tinctures really palatable. So patient compliance is really great. And I call it ancient future medicine because it's really based on ancient principles, and we're getting insight from what the masters, Avicenna and Hippocrates used to do, but now we're using modern research and production and food technology to really produce really great products for practitioners and put it in their hands. And this is such a great place to be because the audience understands what I'm talking about. Whereas in a retail shop, a kombucha vinegar, people don't know what it is. So we really have sophisticated products that require practitioners to explain it to their patients, although we have been getting a really dedicated following of people just because of the benefits they experience. And these are foods, they're not medicines, they're not austere, we make no medicinal claims, but practitioners can, especially once they compound it. So this is a really perfect product for practitioners to use as a base for a whole range of different conditions.
What I'm interested in, as a clinician myself who has a liquid herb dispensary, how would I use it? Like, sort of what percentage would be the oxymel and what percentage would be the individualised formula that I make for my patients?
So we did a workshop. I ran a workshop yesterday on this where we had the base oxymel and then practitioners and the herbal extract company and provided a whole lot of tinctures. And it's really up to you as a practitioner how strong you want to make it. I go by flavour. So organoleptic properties are really important to me. So I want to be able to taste each of the herbs, and I want to have enough herb there that makes a difference. So it depends on if you're using a 500ml bottle or whatever you're distributing to the patient. I'd probably, if you're using, it depends on the extract too, if you're using 1:1 or 1:10, or so there's a lot of variables there for the practitioner to play with, and this does require expertise. So this is, herbal medicine's a craft. It's an art and a craft and a informed practice. So I'm not going to tell people what to do, but generally you might use 80%, 90% oxymel, and then another 10% of whatever herbs or tinctures you want to use. And and I recommend people try it themselves because it really is a delightful thing to have.
And what kind of feedback are you getting from patients themselves? What's their experience like?
Overwhelming. So most people have never heard of it. When they try it, we have a lot of repeat customers saying, oh my God, this has really helped me. I'm just taking a shot every day. And it's really good to have it as a daily thing. This is a lifestyle medicine. It's not just, you can take it when you're sick, but this is something you could give your kids. And your kids will enjoy it because it's sweet and sour and bitter, and it actually expands the palate. And one of the things I've realised, in the Western world, we don't have enough bitters in our diet. Most people get their bitters from coffee and chocolate, not from herbs, where bitters are really helpful. So we have a bitter tonic, but when you mix that with the Manuka honey, it's super delicious. So suddenly you don't mind taking your bitters. And the patient responses, first of all, just the response of having a shot of the oxymel especially, you just see their brain just delight. And they give us all this amazing responses of, oh, my esophagus feels like it's being hugged. Because you get the bite of the vinegar, then you get the smoothness of the Manuka honey, and then you get the mushrooms and the rooty flavours and the floral flavours kick in. So it's a multi-layered, well, you've got 10 different herbs, you've got the honey and the vinegar. So your brain sort of has to process that. So immediately you get a great response, but then with regular use, you get an overwhelmingly positive response. And we've had no one have any reaction. Some people, if you have too much vinegar in one hit, you can burn your esophagus. But if you temper that with the Manuka honey, it doesn't spike your blood sugar, it gives you a little burst of energy, and it's a carrier for any other herb. So it really is a base medicine, is what they had in ancient Persia when the height of the Persian Empire.
Well, I'm fascinated because I have an 8-year-old daughter who absolutely will not take my liquid herbs. So I look forward to trying your Oxymel with her and getting some really good results. Thank you so much for joining us today, Marc.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. And as I say, it's so delightful to be having an audience that really understand what I'm talking about. And this is just a start of something great.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Don't forget to follow us on our socials and head to the website for all the incredible information that we have there.